Welcome, ladies and gents. Elon Musk has denounced Reform Party leader Nigel Farage. In fact, he says, and I quote, "Farage doesn't have what it takes. Reform needs a new leader." Or, Reform Party needs a new leader. Farage doesn't have what it takes. To be exact. We're going to take a look at this. Very slow-paced video. I am very sick still. I'm doing my best. I'm holding it together. All right, but I'm still very, very sick, so I do apologise. I thought this was interesting. It's been fascinating to watch this whole thing just play out over the past week or so. Musk getting more and more involved in UK politics, which he's been getting involved in anyway, but this was a major step up. Well, it was a major step up when he said he was going to, or it was alluded to that he would donate to Reform. And now it's looking like he's like, no. Nigel Farage doesn't have what it takes. So, I don't know. It's interesting. So, we'll take a look because I am interested in this and just the general response that everyone is having to it. So, hit subscribe if you are a returning viewer and you're not yet subscribed and you enjoy videos like this as well as all the other things I do. I'm just here to give you my opinion on stuff, I guess. But let's take a look. So, this is what Elon Musk tweeted out himself. The Reform Party needs a new leader. Farage doesn't have what it takes. And this was not that long ago. This is basically breaking news. And it's interesting because it's gone mental. It's absolutely gone mental. Yeah. So Nigel responded to it. He says, "Well, this is a surprise. Elon is a remarkable individual, but on this, I'm afraid I disagree. My view remains that Tommy Robinson is not right for reform, and I never sell out my principles." Literally, no one is asking Tommy Robinson to be allowed in the party aside from mainstream media. Tommy Robinson himself doesn't want to be in your party. Nigel Farage, you're an idiot. Like, no one but mainstream media, who you seem to want to capitulate to, along with Islam as well, which he said in an interview. He did say, we cannot politically alienate Islam or we're going to lose, which just means I will capitulate to Islam, that's just saying, well, that's losing instantly. Isn't it? That's just losing. So bizarre. But no one is asking for Tommy Robinson to be in Reform, aside from mainstream media. That whole thread has come from mainstream media. And all Nigel Farage did was jump on that, denigrate Tommy Robinson, and stand on the previous statements he said about him, which is fine. Like, he can have an opinion on him, of course he can. But it is quite important to realise when this big national scandal of the torture rap gangs, I can't say the full word obviously, has come to light and come to such prominence, it is important to, at this stage, when Tommy Robinson's name is being thrown around, at least recognise that he was trying to bring this to light significantly before anyone else was. But all Nigel Farage has done is denigrate him, which is silly. It's really, really, really dumb, actually. And Nigel Farage is weak sauce. So he has said he won't do mass deportations. So we're just stuck with these boat wankers that have come over. Good, I guess. Recently come out that they do actually get priority over British people with the health service. Good times. Excellent. Love that. Love my tax. My tax that keeps going up yearly, going to people that have utterly no right to it. Good. Excellent. When I can't get a GP appointment, when I'm literally on death, I'm not literally on death's door, but I feel like dog shit and I can't get a GP appointment. That's good, isn't it? That's good. It's almost like the NHS wants you to not get a GP appointment, so they just eke it out as long as possible until you basically recover or you die. Anyway, I digress. But going back to Elon Musk, people are replying to him, obviously. Lewis Brackpool does great work. It's like the consistent unnecessary counter-signalling of Robinson by choice, the refusal to go down the route of mass deportations, throwing his own MPs under the bus during interviews. Farage brought this upon himself. Rupert Lowe and Ben Habib are best for the job. I replied to Lewis. Lewis is a good dude, does great work, follow him. And I said, yeah, Rupert Lowe's doing exceptional work, and due to Ben Habib handling himself, should have read, in interviews, I have no doubt he would too if he were elected. Rupert Lowe is basically the only person in Reform at the moment that is doing any good work. Nigel Farage, when did you see a speech from Nigel Farage in Parliament last that was remotely interesting? I can't remember one. He's been elected, he's got what he wanted, he's in Parliament, and he's just gone. He's just vanished. Containment is weak sauce. Containment. Absolute containment. We can't politically alienate Islam. We must capitulate to Islam. They are one and the same statements. There is no difference between them. Won't commit to mass deportations. I mean, you can. You can, literally. But it's politically impossible. No, it's not, mate. We have multiple airports. Jet setting off tens of thousands of people every single day. We can get rid of all of these people that shouldn't be here pretty easily, actually. It's really, really dumb not to do it. Anyway, whatever. And yeah, so loads of other people have just, chimed in. And it's just, it's genuinely fascinating to watch. But I mean, I replied to Nigel Farage and said, look, you haven't even committed to holding those accountable who allowed children to be raped. Your principles are dog shit, which is true. So in all of this mess that's been going on with this child torture rap stuff that's been going around, Nigel Farage has not said once, if I were elected, we will do this. If we are elected, we will do this. We will hold people accountable. We will put people in jail. Not said any of that. Not made any commitments off the back end of it. It's almost like Nigel Farage suddenly, upon reaching Parliament, has become politically inept. It's really, really weird. Why would you not jump on that? Super weird. And I just said, yeah, your principles of capitulating to Islam, not committing to mass deportations, those ones. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, even Jonathan Wong, friend of the channel, says, look, he never even asked to join. It's not about Tommy Robinson. It's your capitulation at every point to the legacy media, an inauthentic weakness. Populism demands authenticity. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Yeah. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Loads of people are like, look, you made a big mistake to turn on Tommy Robinson. You didn't have to support him. You just didn't have to label him everything you did label him as. Because whatever you think of Tommy Robinson, right? I have my own opinion of Tommy Robinson. Whatever you actually think of Tommy Robinson, from a political perspective, Tommy Robinson has become the voice of people that are unheard in the UK. And that's essentially the majority nowadays. If you look at the voter turnout, it's becoming less and less and less and less and less. Now, I'm not saying Tommy Robinson is the voice of the majority. I'm not saying that. But he has become the voice of an unheard. And it's a lot of people. And his base is the Reform base. They are one and the same. So if you denigrate him, this is what I mean by political ineptitude. You denigrate him, you're denigrating your potential supporters. It's really stupid. But also, you keep banging on about, well, I'm not going to let him in the party. Mate, it's only media that's asking you that. No one else. He doesn't want to be in your party. Stop denigrating him. Maybe you should stand on your principles. Acknowledge when someone's done something good. You can just be like, yeah, got a rough background. Tell you what, though, he wasn't half right about those grooming gangs, was he? Just that would have shut them up. I don't understand where Nigel's balls have gone. It's like they've got right back up inside him since he's become in Parliament. When the BBC ask him something about Tommy Robinson and denigrate him and stuff, you can be like, yes, absolutely. I get it. I understand he's got a terrible history. But when you were pushing him, 2000 whatever, and labelling him racist, what you were labelling him racist for, he was actually completely right about, wasn't he? Because we're learning about it now, aren't we? I mean, why don't you do that? Why don't you turn it back on the media and call them what they're calling Tommy Robinson? You don't. It's not even It's not even a way of defending Tommy Robinson, to be honest. You could view it, Nigel, if you really want. If you really want. Because I know your ego's so fucking massive. It is. Boy, you've got a big old ego. But if you really want, you could just view it as an attack on media. You could be like, I'm getting one up on the media. Maybe that will soothe your pathetic ego. So what does this mean now? Well, the internet's gone mental with this stuff. And I do mean quite mental, to be honest. So we've got Julia Hartley-Brewer tweeting stuff like this. Really not sure why Elon Musk thinks it's his business to tell British political parties who their leaders should be. Indeed, to demand a new UK general election just months after the last one. Power has gone to his head, even before Trump takes office. This won't end well. Shut up, love. Shut up. Honestly. Emma here. Great opinion. I don't see why I can't have an opinion. Yeah. Absolutely. And loads of people are like, yep, agree with him. People are like, yeah, tune changed. I do wonder what she's been saying before. The home of common sense. Shall we see then? I don't think she's not tweeted anything else, to be fair. Okay, well, interesting. Well, whatever. Anyway, point is, everyone's having a meltdown now. But it is interesting. Let's have a look and see what the latest is with Nigel Farage. But look, this is what I mean. If I go to his Twitter, like, all he's posting about is that, like, 3 hours ago, he's just posted about bloody memberships again. Like, okay, fine. And then this, he retweeted Matt Goodwin. Okay, that's good. He's talking about NatWest Bank. And then this, he's talking about Tommy Robinson again. This, I replied to this. The decision to Labour not to hold a national public inquiry is a disgrace. Sure, I agree. So make it a pledge. Like, why can't you do that? It's so weird. Almost like he's containment. Do you see what I mean? It's just his massive ego. Just huge ego. He's just posting about himself. Take a back seat, Nigel, mate. Take a back seat from this for a second. Yeah, he posted about this. That's good. I agree. Yeah. But then it's all back to himself again. Yeah, all back to himself. You see? Like, really? And then asking for an apology. Are you joking me? Do you not see how people are going to look at this and go, Nigel, mate, you've really missed the boat on this. You are becoming politically inept. No matter what side of the fence you sit on, if you're left wing, you'll look at this and go, that's amazing. He's become politically inept, right? It's fine. It doesn't really matter. But that's stunningly retarded. Why has he not posted about any of this stuff that's been going on? Why has he not made any pledges? Why has he denigrated his potential supporters? So dumb. The thing that Trump is so good at is unifying the right in the States. Right? He's very good at unifying the right. All different, the right wing is just not one leaning. Trump's very good at bringing them all together. Nigel Farage is terrible at that. Anyway, love to hear your thoughts. Drop it down below.